Boy killed in a car accident 25 years ago. With no ID, investigators couldn't figure out who he was until now.
ABC 15's Corey Rangel joins us live with more on how his family finally got some answers. Corey?
Katie, 16-year-old John Moore ran away from his California home more than 2 decades ago and never made it back after a car crash west of the valley.
There's that hope that, he was able to start his life. And then and then you get the reality.
Joella Moore never gave up hope she would see her younger brother John again. She did what she could to find him after he ran away.
You call people and you look and search.
John's father has been just as desperate to find his son.
I kept his same phone number, never moved. His mother kept the same phone number, never moved. And we just hoped that he would call one day.
But they had no idea John died in a car crash on I-10 near Tonopah 6 months after he went missing in 1987. John had hitchhiked with someone and had no ID on him. Because investigators could not identify him, they buried the teen at a cemetery as a John Doe.
I was determined to work this case until every lead was exhausted.
In 2010, DPS detective Steve Leon was assigned to try and identify the teenager as part of a federally funded program. More than 200 bodies in Maricopa cemeteries are unidentified. John's body was exhumed last year. Using information gathered, eventually investigators identified John after searching through missing persons records. DNA tests confirmed it.
I think it's the beginning of a closure that at least now we know he's not out in the desert someplace or in the hills, or we know exactly where he's at and where he's going.
And John's family now plans to have his remains cremated and will take him back to California. Katie and Kirk, though, they're just happy to have some answers after 25 years.
It's when you hear the dad say that he hasn't moved, hasn't changed his phone number. It just kind of tugs at your heart, that's for sure.
Yeah, you hear that so often with missing kids, parents of missing kids. Corey, thank you. We're glad they got some answers. Meantime, tonight, some new information.